in previous video, we built file loading in Laravel API. So now imagine someone sending 5,000 requests per minute to your API. Your server slows down, your database overloaded, and your storage fills up. So today we will prevent that using Laravel rate limiting and throttling. So let's secure your API like a real production system. So first of all, first question in our mind is what is rate limiting? So rate limiting can understand by the name rate limiting means per minute or per second or per hour how many requests can a user send to your API. So this is defined by you. If you have defined 5 requests per minute, so user can't send more than 5 requests in a minute. Okay, if you define 60 minutes, then 60 minutes it can send, and after that 60 minutes it will get 429 status code, too many attempts, something like that you will get. So this simple way of rate limiting, you can write the throttle inside the api.php, and this throttle is just like 5 for maximum attempts and 1 is for minute. In 1 minute you can send 5 requests. Okay, so if the user send the 6th request, then it will get a error message and block. So it can be you can set this per minute request by the user, by the IP address. So suppose in your application you want admin 100 requests per minute, but normal user you want 5 requests. So all these things we can do in this rate limiting. So now let's go to VS Code and we will see how this is working with the real example. So this is my api.php. So I am just going to apply the simplest way of rate limiting in our APIs. So I have already applied the Centum authentication. So after user is verified with Centum authentication, so then we are going to apply the rate limit. So the current time you can see this API, if I click on multiple times, so it will always give me the record, but this is not a good thing in your server. If 1,000 records, if any spam or any hacking or something like that is performing, so it will crash your database and server, everything inside this middleware. So just going to write throttle, and after that number of request, and after that the second parameter is minute. Okay, so 1 is 1 minute and 5 is 5 request. This is applied on this API. So when I am going to click on 5 times, so it will give me result, but when I click 6 times, it will give me 429 error. Okay, I am just going to click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have completed 5 attempt. So now I am going to hit this send 6th attempt. So it will give me error. So you can see it's 429. It's not error. It's a just like a protection. Okay. So this is how real production API prevent abuse. And if you are following this Laravel API series, so you will notice how each episode builds production level architecture. Then if you haven't watched authentication, roles, or file upload episodes, so check this playlist. Everything connects. I have started the project with Centum authentication, then login register API, and database structure, migration and models, and then source controller, Cedar factory, and CRUD application like get, post, put, delete, all the API. And after that, API search filter and role based access, Laravel API, and Laravel API with file uploading. So all the episodes is there in my playlist. So just go to the playlist and check out all the video. Link is in description and I button also. So now it's time to move on to some rate limit. So this is only for if the normal request is in 1 minute or 4 or 5 minutes. If you want to create a custom rate limit, so you can define here also before the on the top of your API. Okay, so I'm just going to show you inside the throttle. We will only write the custom rate limit name only. So in the top, I am going to write rate limiter. Some required things we need to add here: eliminate HTTP and request. Okay, so this is required. And another thing we have required is support rate limiter required, facades and rate limiter. Okay, and the third thing we need to add, it's illuminate cache. Okay, so for the custom rate limiting, we need to write for rate limit for, and after that I am going to write the name. Suppose I am just going to write the API limit. Okay, so this is our custom name of a rate limiter. Okay, inside this, just going to pass request. Okay, and inside this write the logic return limit per minute. So there you can see per minute, per hour, all the methods is there inside the limit. So I am going to use per minute. Per minute it's 5 request. So I am going to limit this API with the IP address. Okay, this rate limit. So this line create a rate limiter called API limit. Okay, this name we will use in this route after the throttle. We will use this. Okay, and in this request allow five request per minute. Okay, so in this code, if the user is logged in, so limit by user ID. If the user is guest, so then we are going to limit by IP address. Okay, so this will work for if you are working in a office like a same IP address, multiple user is logged in. This code is best for that types of condition. So now we need to write this API limit inside this throttle. Do one thing. First of all, I am going to remove this. Okay, and now I am going to check this API. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because this time I have removed this rate limiting, so you can send multiple times of the same request and the server will give you the response back. But now I'm going to apply this at the place of throttle. I am just going to write this API limit. Okay, so whatever the custom rate limit we have defined, so I'm going to write here. Okay, so now the custom rate limit is applied. So just go and check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see after 5 requests, you can see the too many requests 4 to 9 is coming. So this code is working perfectly. So this is not the inline rate limiting as previous. We have created a custom rate limit at the top of our API. So this is a good practice. So if you want to change anything, you will change, and this will apply on the all the routes. So you do not need to change the line by line, every line you need to change. Okay, so if you want this API like a role based API, so you can also write the condition for that also. Suppose if you want the admin should send the request 100 request and normal user only 5 or 10 requests, we need to just write the condition only request if request user and dollar request user role is equal to triple equal to, because we need the value and data type both will be same, so that's why I used triple equal to, then I am going to pass this condition. Okay, so I am just going to pass the condition like return limit return, it will be suppose I am going to pass the 100, it will be 100 record for admin user, but if the normal user, then it will be, so need to write after this if condition I am going to define. So if the user is not admin, then this will be applied. Okay, so by option and the ID request IP. Okay, what is this code? This code is just like to prevent the admin user 100 request, normal user 5 request. So this is a production ready logic. Okay, so we need to check this. This user have only 5 request. This user is a normal user, not a admin. So this user will get 5 request per minute. Okay, so let's go and check this. Okay, so this is first second, third, fourth, fifth, and this is sixth request. So sixth request, you can see 4 to 9, too many requests because this user is normal user, not a admin. So if I am going to change this user as admin, then it will get 100 records, 100 requests per minute. So I am going to change this admin. Now we will test to hit this API. So if I hit this API multiple times, more than 10, 12, so it will not give me 4 to 9 error. Okay. So now again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have checked 12 request. After 12 request, it's not giving error because this user is admin. So our this code is working perfectly for admin and normal user, and this is a just like can say it's a production ready logic. So we have learned today inline rate limiting also and custom rate limiting also in the same API. But there is one thing I want to discuss because this this way is not good because you are defining the rate limiting inside the app.php. So we need to do something like production ready for centralized things. So for this we need to define this method inside the app.services.provider define inside boot method. Okay, and this error is coming because we have don't have included this header part of this file. So I'm going to include this. So now you have defined the API limit here, and we will use in this api.php. So now I am going to check this, change the limit. Okay. Normal user, after 2 requests, it will get the error, and admin will not get any error after 100. So we need to check this. Click on send. So after if the normal user, so after 2 requests, we have sent 3 requests, 4 requests, 5 requests. So it is not giving error because this is admin user. So I'm just going to change this user, not admin user, it's a normal user. So it's a user. Now I'm going to hit the API. So it will give the 4 to 9 after 2 requests. So this is 1 request. No. In 1 minute already we have requested 2 times. So that's why when I am third times we are going to hit this. So it will give the error. Okay. So our code is working. Now code is also centralized like production ready code is. This is not in api.php. So today we have learned 3 ways of applying rate limit. In the same we are just going to 5, 1. So this will for 1 minute, and this is not for admin user. If you want to restrict on the admin user, something like that, so this will not work. So for that we need to create a custom rate limiting. So for that we have created this. Now everything is perfect. Now our API support authentication, roles, file upload, rate limiting. But what happens when something goes wrong? In the next episode, we will implement the global error handling and make our API response clean and professional and stronger. Security is layered. So next we will make our API error response consistent across the entire project. So we will create a global error handling which we can use in entire project. So coming episode is Laravel API global error handling. So don't miss that episode also. If this video is helpful for you, so please like this video and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get latest updated video from my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye.